This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for November 3rd, 2025. A new campaign is underway to make late KISS guitarist Ace Frehley an honorary astronaut. Fans can sign a petition to show their support for the cause, saying in part, on October 16th, 2025, the world lost not just a legend, not just a rock icon, but also a good man, says the organizer. Paul Daniel Ace Frehley, at the tender age of 21, was brave enough to take one small orange step and one small red step and make the giant leap into the global phenomenon that we know now as KISS. And while most of his dreams ended up coming true, at least one did not. Ace Frehley passed away from a brain bleed following a head injury at the age of 74. The petition continues. He was still only merely playing the character of a space cadet. He never got to be one for real. In honor of his memory, all the lives directly and indirectly impacted by him, and one of his last remaining unfulfilled wishes, NASA should posthumously make Ace Frehley an honorary astronaut with the rank of captain, because a celestial being of his caliber doesn't deserve anything less than a send-off like this. His last countdown should be his absolute best. Ace Frehley came up with Spaceman, aka Space Ace, when KISS launched in 1973. After wrapping up their European tour, Disturbed are now taking a hiatus, according to David Draymond, taken to social media saying, "Not sure when we'll be headed back out. We all need a nice long break. Hope to see you when we do." Filmmaker and longtime collaborator Nick Wickham has announced a new Cure movie called The Show of a Lost World, documenting the band's November 2024 performance at London's Troxy to celebrate the release of Songs of a Lost World. The 31-song set list included the only performance of the album in full to date and the 45th anniversary tribute to 1980's 17 Seconds. Songs of a Lost World marked the Cure's first studio album in 16 years. The band followed it up with a remix album featuring contributions from Fortet, Mogwai, and Deftones frontman Chino Moreno. Godsmack are celebrating the 25th anniversary of their album Awake, announcing a limited deluxe edition 2LP smoky green vinyl and CD release. There is also a special holographic lithograph of cover art and 5 bonus tracks, including Godsmack's cover of Black Sabbath's Sweet Leaf and Why, which comes from the Any Given Sunday soundtrack. The 25th anniversary release is slated to come out on March 6th of 2026, but it's available for pre-order right now. 21 Pilots are set to perform Seven Nation Army in honor of the induction of the White Stripes into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this Saturday night in Los Angeles, happening at the Peacock Theater, where Jack and Meg White will be one of the inductees, alongside Outkast, Soundgarden, Cyndi Lauper, Chubby Checker, Bad Company, and Joe Cocker. The show will be streamed starting at 8 p.m. Eastern on Disney+. 21 Pilots will cover Seven Nation Army. Bad Company are also set to play the show, while surviving members of Soundgarden will be joined by Brandi Carlile, Taylor Momsen, and members of Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, and Heart. It has not been confirmed whether or not Jack and or Meg White will appear or perform at the induction ceremony. As Motley Crue's Theater of Pain album turns 40, the band has decided to treat their fans with a limited edition box set of the album, reportedly going to contain 4 separate vinyl alongside a 76-page hardcover book with live photos from the Theater of Pain tour. The box set will be available in vinyl, but CD and streaming versions will also be released. The box set will also contain 2 never-before-released live albums, rare demos, colored vinyl, and more. The Foo Fighters are continuing their series of pop-up shows, announcing they'll be headlining in Bakersfield tonight. The group saying they'll perform, quote, unlike anything you've ever seen before at the Nile Theater. Perry Farrell returned to the stage over the weekend to celebrate the Doors' 60th anniversary. Doors guitarist Robbie Krieger celebrated the legacy of the band with a star-studded concert. Perry Farrell joining Billy Idol, Sum 41's Derek Whibley, Steven Adler from Guns N' Roses, Robert DeLeo from Stone Temple Pilots, and more. Farrell jumped up on stage with the all-star band to perform Roadhouse Blues, Waiting for the Sun, and Touch Me. On episode 117 of the Metallica Report, Metallica guitarist Kirk Hammett talking about his huge collection of movies and memorabilia, including the horror movie memorabilia, saying his 3 favorite horror movie props are the outfit that Boris Karloff wore in the movie The Black Cat from 1933, an extensive collection from the original Frankenstein lab, and the axe that Jack Nicholson was carrying around during The Shining, saying, quote, "I was really happy to be able to get that. It's a very important piece from a very important film." And fans of The Shining will soon be able to experience Jack Torrance and the Overlook Hotel in IMAX for the first time. Stanley Kubrick's horror masterpiece will celebrate its 45th anniversary by coming to premium large-screen format theaters on December 12th. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe to the Mistress. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 282, featuring Johannes Eckerstrom from Avatar, is available now.